Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. All right, so going with one of my Seiko 5s today, and you know, I can look down at my Seiko 5s for months on end and think, totally unimpressive, uninterested in wearing it, and then just something changes one day and I think, hey, I feel like one of these watches, and today is one of those days. Now this is a great watch for rainy weather. It doesn't have a screw down crown, but it's still water resistant, and I've taken this swimming and I've taken this in a sauna, so I wouldn't do that with one of my more expensive watches, but I feel like I can push this watch a little bit, but it's always been resilient and I've never had any problems with it. This is a great day to be wearing this watch because it's Saturday and the date is a lovely shade of blue. Sunday is red, Saturday is blue, and the other days are black. And you know, there are beautiful shades of blue everywhere in the world, but it is a treat when just one day of the week you get to experience it on your watch. So I'm glad I decided to break it out today. It was a happy accident being Saturday. A couple of other things that I like about this watch: the Delphine hands and the white dial. I think this is a very attractive watch, and it doesn't get a lot of respect from me, but it should. No comment. No comment. All right, so anyway, enjoying the rainy day with this beautiful Seiko 5 and going swimming with my daughter. Well, she's going swimming. I'm going watching. All right. All right, 24 hours later, and I still am enjoying the Seiko 5. I just went swimming with my daughters, and as you can see behind me, it's really sunny today, so a bit of respite from the rainy season here in Japan. And I have a viewer, John McManus, that talks about the fun factor of watches, and this has a huge fun factor in the sense that it's just a low stress, enjoyable watch to wear. I wore this into the shower this morning, and that's not one of those things that I usually do with my Rolex watches, even though all of them could take it. The thing is, if I have a problem with the Rolex watch, it ruins my day. I have to, in a panic, get to RSC. It's Sunday today, so I wouldn't be able to do it until tomorrow. That would be very stressful, expensive. Likely to happen? Nah, not at all. But still, it's a concern. And this one, just, there's no concern there. This is less water resistant, but I'm more cavalier about taking it in water. And you know, Murphy's Law, this will never have any water damage, but I'll probably experience some water breach in one of my Rolexes at some point. So, but you know, this is, like I said in another video, been in some pretty wet situations, and I've never had any problems with it at all. And it's just a fun watch, huge fun factor. And Sunday, so I'm enjoying that red Sunday. Not quite as nice as the blue Saturday, but that's just, both of those are such an interesting dynamic and so small, but it's all about the little things, those little bits of, you know, those little things on a watch that just make you appreciate it. A blue Saturday, a red Sunday. And I think the closest thing that Rolex makes to this style-wise is probably the Oyster Perpetual 36 or 34 millimeter. And those are great watches, obviously, but you know, having the day and having the date is just such a nice bonus. I mean, it makes this such a richer horological experience, much more so than a time-only watch. So, but the double-edged sword of something like this is I tend to tire of it pretty quickly, and so I think tomorrow, or at the very latest the next day, I'll probably be fiending for something a little bit more, something with a little bit more perceived value. You know, one of the reasons that we pay these exorbitant sums for a Rolex watch is that along with it comes this perception of value, and it's tough to wear a $100 watch and appreciate it day in and day out. You know, you can appreciate it a few days, but sort of the novelty wears off very quickly with something like this. Whereas if it's a more expensive watch, you tend to look at it a little bit different. Perception is an interesting thing. If somebody told me that, you know, this is actually a Seiko anomaly, and this is really hot among collectors, and they're running about $2,000, and people are feverishly buying them up. Well, I could wear it for weeks on end and get a kick out of looking down and seeing it every time I looked down and looked at it. But it's a relatively unappreciated watch. $100. I didn't buy it for $100. I bought it for less than that, about half that. But you know, it's in a sense every bit. Well, I don't want to say every bit as good as the Rolex, but in certain situations, it's incredibly, you know, it's every bit as usable, more so, in fact. But obviously less appreciated. So yeah. Love the dial color. Love the cleanness. It's just a great example, and I got such a good price on it. I mean, I can't believe it was like $40, right? That's what I got this watch for, and it was so fun cleaning it, and that was half the fun, just sort of bringing it back from the depths of its filth, and it's turned out to be a great watch, and just a little bit of Seiko 5 appreciation. You know, it's not a Rolex, but you know, these lower tier yet respectable watches, there is a place for them, and you know, I often think about selling this watch, and I probably should, but holding on to it and having days like today when I break it out and I appreciate it, I mean, what would I get for it? What could I get for this? I don't know. I could probably get $100 if I didn't reveal to you guys that I got it for $40. But is it really worth $100 to sacrifice these, you know, experiences as infrequent as they are, of, you know, appreciating it, and the lovely Delphine hands, and that really cool, beautiful dial, the 12/6 and the 9, the day and the date, the cool sort of oyster-esque bracelet. You know, I wore this last night to bed, and the lume is great too. Anyway, just a little bit of random appreciation for the unappreciated horological pieces.
Sophie,
All right, so where did you guys just go?
to the pool.
All right, how was it?
It was really fun.
Yeah, you want to go again?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Sophie? Did you have a good time? Yeah? All right. So what are we doing now? Going to the library?
Yes.
All right, stopping off by that park? Yeah? Are you guys hungry? Do you want anything to eat?
I'm so hungry.
You're hungry? What do you want? Like a cheeseburger or something?
Cheeseburger.
Okay, a little American education from McDonald's, yes?
Yes,
All
yes.
right, okay.
You too.
Just having a little bit of post-burger milk with my daughters.
And
Is this yummy?
yeah, really yummy.
Yeah.
Very yummy.
It says delicious milk. There you go. You want to do it yourself? You know, as a father, teaching my daughters how to drink directly from a milk carton is very important.
Yummy.
Yeah. All right, what did we get at the library? Classic Richard Scarry book. Used to check these out when I was a kid. Ghost Tempura. I think that's Japanese. There's some English in there. Sophie wanted this one, so my wife will have to read that one to her. And classic, Curious George. Can't go wrong with Curious George. My oldest daughter is on a Curious George kick, so this is fitting.
So
as the children play, I can have a little private time with my watch. See, that's a great thing about having a watch. It's a bit of functional art, and when you have a moment to yourself, if you have a beautiful watch, you can just sit and look at it, enjoy that sweeping second hand, enjoy all the visual elements. In this case, the red Sunday, the day and the date, the beautiful frame, the beautiful dial color, how clean that metal is, the sharpness of those Delphine hands, the symmetry, the loom, those loom dots, the case, the perfection and the imperfection, a little wabi-sabi there. It's not a perfectly pristine case, but that makes it all the more interesting. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time.